All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the New York Jets. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now a play fake here on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Freeman. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They go play action here on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second down. Off play action. Blake. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he's got this down to the 35. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
To throw on 2nd down, Blake. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down, couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, Blake, and he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So the opening drive stalls out, but the field goal does get them the first points of the night.
And 3 points, not to be underestimated. How about this, right? You're on the road. You're under the lights. National television audience. This is not a dress rehearsal, partner. This is for real. And a pretty nice opening statement.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hoffman. Big hold of the 30. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Hut!
Now this time he'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90! Hut!
On 1st down, Hoffman is going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. To throw on 2nd down, Hoffman. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. And into the red zone now. And, Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points. So you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes. Make sure they put points on the board and come out of it with that.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Set! Green 39! Green 39! You ain't going nowhere.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hoffman, throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Back 99 Philly, here we go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, they've certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short game. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They keep it with Henry on first down. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. To throw on 2nd down. Blake, he gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Gronk's first catch, good for a first down. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Again to Henry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Freeman. And that one results in 35 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Julio Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit. Detroit.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hoffman. Going up top. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun. Hoffman flushed out right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try to find something. There's nothing available there for him.
12 yards on the return that time. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Blake. Flush to his right. Now he's going to let it go. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing on 1st down. Blake throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. This quarterback now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Blake. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
Flex round! Flex round!
From the gun, Blake. And it's complete. Henry. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
He's going to get it running right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns add on to their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now out come the Jets. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They begin the drive with Hines. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go. 3-19.
On 1st and 10, Hoffman. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Operating from the gun, Hoffman. And this one is incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
On 3rd down, Hoffman. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
So what's the old expression that quarterbacks like to use when they decide to throw the football? I'm looking for either a touchdown or a check down. And he took the check down on that play, and it worked almost to perfection.
They'll go option to the short side. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90! Watch the twist! Watch the twist! Motion, motion! Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
To throw on 2nd down, Hoffman. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, and it's 3rd and 5.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get 1 play before the 2-minute warning.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Check 52 to Mike. Check 52 to Mike.
From the gun on 3rd down, Hoffman escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. So 1:56 to play in this first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. And his kick is indeed good. And a second field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
He'll let it go deep for Freeman. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
On first down, Hoffman. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll bring up a second down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
He's going to sling this deep downfield, and the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The Jets on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
From the gun, Hoffman. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. This quarterback now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Hoffman. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets are able to make this a close game again. So the Jet offense staying on the field. They're going to go for 2. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for 2 is snuffed out. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to be set up in excellent field position up past the 45.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And before the 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. From the gun, Blake. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Off the play fake, Blake. And that's caught inside the 30. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Off-play action. Blake. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down. Second and 10 now from the 27. Back to the air on second down. Blake. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Julio Jones in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. And he knocks it through. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. So out now come the Jets. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's second and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
From the gun on third down, Hoffman. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing on first down, Hoffman. Stepping up, he'll try and run. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
And that's a good sign right there as we start the third quarter. Because in the first half, not much space to run the football. And as we go into the half, we often think to ourselves, all right, what's the adjustment? What do they have to do? You know what a lot of the adjustments are? No adjustments. You know the game plan, been working on it all week. Maybe a little tweak here or there, a little bit better blocking, and now you're establishing the running game.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Back to throw. Hoffman. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets have made this a one-score game. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Looking to throw. Blake. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Throwing on third and long. Blake. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on third down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. Nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Jets will take over first and 10. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Green 39. Gun, 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 gun.
Looking to throw on second down. Hoffman eluding the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
The Jets on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, Hoffman got his man complete over the middle. It's Bird, and he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there at 22. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Check four. Hot. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, Hoffman. And that is incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Hoffman. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
And the blitz does come. Over the middle, complete. It's Bird. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. He can run for it, and he will. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
And this is a spot where you have your offense stay out there to get those few inches. It's too long for a field goal. It's not worth punting. So this is the right decision as far as I'm concerned. And they wind up picking up the 1st down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Gone. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now.
On 1st and 10, Hoffman. For the right side here, complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Detroit! Set! Green 39! Green 39!
Operating from the gun, Hoffman. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The Jets on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
From the gun, Hoffman. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Goodwin. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the 1st. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
All right, here
They'll run the option right here on first down. Here's Hines. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Nyheim Hines with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Jets can take the lead now with the extra point. Now, you don't see option pitches a whole lot in the NFL, but there worked out pretty well, resulted in a touchdown.
And it's hard for defenses because they don't see it very often, so the time in preparing each week is probably minimal. So when it comes at them, it's often a surprise. And what a nice job on the read. Pitch to the running back, and he takes it all the way in for a touchdown.
This fielded at the 2. The 35, a very good return, but a penalty down. That may negate all the good work. So that will push him back.
And now we know why I have a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
On first down, Blake. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make it a second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
To throw on second down, Blake. The left side completion to Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Back now here on EA Sports. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter play. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. Throwing on first down. Blake toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Ohio! Ohio!
Operating from the gun, Blake. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Blake. He dumps it off for Henry. And he's taken down inside the 30.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
A first down carry for Henry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Right back to him on first down. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Looking to throw on second down. Blake forced out to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Browns have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he gets it to the 30-yard line, but the football's not going to stay there. There's a penalty marker down. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
On 1st and 10, Hoffman. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the gun, Hoffman. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
First down, Hoffman. Flushed out right. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Blake. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Throwing on 1st down. Blake finding his safety valve here. That's complete. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. Back to throw. Blake. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive or no? Now the ball comes loose, and I think the Browns got it. They did. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
The Browns on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Now a handoff to Henry. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Derrick Henry, and they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11.
Come on, let's go. White, 90. White, 90.
And the busy night for Henry continues. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. Extra point splits the uprights. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. He gets away from 1.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Hoffman steps away to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Vic Beasley in there to get him for a loss of 5. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. They'll go option on 2nd down, right side. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. From the gun, Hoffman. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
And I think we'll probably see them go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So they decline the penalty. That seems a little odd.
I'm trying to work through it and work with them to figure out why.
Well, someone's got to be confused.
That's what I think. I'm pretty sure that the bench is saying take the penalty, and somehow in the heat of the moment, they thought they were saying decline the penalty, and that's going to work against them. They should have taken it.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Cleveland, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Oakland to take on the Raiders. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.